Everyone. So it appears that there was somewhat of a pipeline going from Epstein to Harvey Weinstein and show business. Like women would be groomed, trafficked, essayed by Epstein, and then they were kind of funneled to Weinstein into show business. And it seems like Weinstein and Epstein kind of used each other for their needs and to get access to these women and be able to entice them and things like that. Let's talk about it. Also, apparently certain actresses' auditions and later roles came directly to Weinstein through Epstein, as certain actresses' lawyers have confirmed. How many women did this happen for? How many women? Probably a lot. And don't forget that there's that big Blake Lively connection with Weinstein. She defended Weinstein. She was apparently quite close with him. She may still be. And she's in a bunch of pictures with him that look pretty weird. And I have my personal concerns if she was involved with some of this situation or with Weinstein being able to manipulate and abuse these women. But let's talk about everything. So the friendship between Weinstein and Epstein dates back to the 1990s, apparently. Someone named Maria Farmer was hired by Epstein as an art consultant, but she mostly answered the door at his New York City townhouse. Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, allegedly essayed Maria and later her 15-year-old sister Annie in New Mexico, which is very sad. My heart goes out to them. Maxwell apparently named out Harvey as someone who could get Annie into acting or forward models. She had an apparent interest in acting and modeling. Supposedly, Ghislaine Maxwell said, "I think Annie would be perfect for forward models, or we might have to call Harvey." All right. Then in the early 2000s at least, Ghislaine Maxwell and Epstein started frequenting Weinstein parties and film events. Epstein reportedly saw Hollywood as a pipeline to power. They befriended major figures: Clinton, Woody Allen, Trump, Peggy Siegel, who's big PR person in Hollywood, or was before she kind of became disgraced through her connection with Epstein. And then in 2001, Shantae Davy, a 21-year-old massage student, is reportedly groomed and trafficked by Epstein. Epstein also flew with her in 2002 with Bill Clinton, Kevin Spacey, and Chris Tucker on his private jet. Around 2004 to 2005, Epstein introduced Davies to Harvey Weinstein. She landed a minor role in Feast in 2005, a horror film made by Weinstein's Dimension Films. Her lawyer confirmed that the Weinstein audition came directly through Epstein. That's crazy. The role was Drunk Girl, and reportedly Epstein was, again, using the promise of Hollywood to control some of these victims, and he could deliver on it. This Epstein-Weinstein relationship seemed to be mutually beneficial in the worst way. Anyway, in 2003, Epstein and Weinstein were both part of a group trying to buy New York Magazine. 2004 to 2005, Weinstein was leaving messages for Epstein. One woman was described as the world's most perfect assistant in a message, and that she had worked for Weinstein. Super weird. Ghislaine Maxwell was also attending numerous Weinstein film events during this time, including screenings and Oscar parties. In 2006, Epstein, Maxwell, and Weinstein are photographed at Princess Beatrice's 18th birthday party, days before Epstein's first indictment. Maxwell appears at events for Weinstein films, including Breaking and Entering, 2007, Election Night Party, 2008, The King's Speech, 2010, Luncheon, Weinstein Books Party, 2010, City Girl Screening, 2013, Vanity Fair Oscar Party, 2014, with Elon Musk and others. Photos, again, seem to show that Maxwell was pretty deeply embedded in the Hollywood elite, it seems. And, she's shown in photos with people like Georgina Chapman, Graydon Carter, Colin Firth, Kelly Rutherford, who was in Gossip Girl, Blake Lively connection, and various other people with ties to Epstein, lots of show business and show business adjacent people. Epstein listed Miramax contacts as well in his black book, including Harvey, Bobby Weinstein, and Meryl Poster. Poster said that Epstein once showed up at an Oscars pre-party as well. Maxwell allegedly kept pushing Epstein's victims towards Weinstein for modeling and acting gigs. Epstein eventually accused Weinstein of trying to assault one of his favorite girls at his home in Paris, which ended their friendship apparently. Epstein called Weinstein a pig. Pot calling the kettle black, in my opinion. And Brad Edwards, who was a victim's attorney, documented some of this in his 2020 book, Relentless Pursuit. And what do you guys think of all this? I, as someone who worked in Hollywood as an actress, as a singer, as a model, I mean, blows my mind. Like, it's also not surprising, but you heard about Weinstein in Hollywood, but less about Epstein, for sure. I mean, that's just my experience being there. So